There are people on ground that will tell you, that will teach you. God is not going to wake you up one night and say, look at this, look at no. Even if he does that, that means Colenus, there's no need of sending Peter. That angel could have just tell him everything. The same way Paul, he couldn't have waited for Ananias. God could have said, okay, you are persecuting me, okay, go and baptize yourself and see what I'll teach you. No. Paul still have to learn. Do you know? Paul was taught, Ananias. So you see that this is how these people is going to listen, or is going to have the knowledge of these people. Because massive ignorance, as you see what he was preaching today, that people now love the creator more than the creator, because they have been blinded by lack of knowledge, that is blinded by blindness. And we see that what Badusha was saying this morning, in fact, he said that eggs, that this egg symbolizes darkness, that is the darkness that refuses to bring that is blocking souls from coming. That people that came here early. Because what Badusha was sharing this morning. He said this egg is what is causing blackness. Because yesterday, I was praying yesterday, I was like, what is happening? Because we have done evangelism, I've done many things. I was saying, what is happening? The devil came with discouragement, because many things that is coming now, there is discouragement. Discouragement is coming. I said, why? Because this piano that they took, anybody reach me inside my bone marrow. It pained me inside, like, in fact, once I'm eating and I remember this thing, I say, it didn't pain me. Like, wait, what's happening? But I say no, that we will never be discouraged, irrespective of what is happening. And we see that God has started doing something, because even when he spoke about something on his wife, even I also had the same thing. The same thing. I was never thinking about them. I never even thought about them. And even in the same dream, he was talking about Joshua. In the same dream, it was still me and him too. The same Joshua, me and him, that went to their house. And so many things that happened. So we see that God, so why am I saying all these things? He's also pointing down to evangelism, because we see what is happening. We have been lingering it. We have lived evangelism for 1 or 2 persons to be doing it, and we see that it is weary. Because I always used to say it that 2 people do not have the same grace. People have different grace. I may be preaching from Monday to Thursday, I will not even one person. But there is somebody that will just talk 1 or 2 talk, and you see the church is full. That is the person grace. Even when we went to Ijoko that Sunday that we went for evangelism, and with that woman that I followed, she just speak 2 or 3 things, and the woman came very easy. I was like, that if it's me, like, you know, they both fight, both argument, but you see that every people have their own grace of doing things. And evangelism is God's business, and it's God heartbeat. It's God heartbeat, because the chairs are empty. And we come every day, we sit comfortable, and I don't know who we're waiting for people, for us to do this work. Because it's very, very bad that we have the truth, just like he said. We are not ignorant of the truth, but we can't go out and show them the truth and talk to them about this truth. Because of today's prayer, you see that egg has been broken, and you see. So now there's open door. Now when we go out for evangelism, you see that people will pull there. People will pull, because this prayer today has broken that egg, that blackness, that cage, that even though somebody will promise us that he's coming, we will go as far as going to Ajamba, Jakonde, even going as far as giving, but Joshua has given many people money to come for transport. They eat it, they do not come. almost 2-3 times. We have even gone to one place that there is no canal inside Jambari. One woman, we give her transport, even we not even cross the canal, but we pay her. There's nothing we know. So you see, they're not still coming. Come, we gave you transport to, or yeah, come, it's still a problem. So, but you see that today, that yoke has been broken. So now it's not left for us now to go out and preach. Because when I was taking Acts 17 verse 23, when Paul was in Athens, after they wanted to kill him, after he taught the people in Thessalonica, then in verse 17, around 22, 23, when he was in Athens, he was just waiting, he was looking for Timothy and Silas to come and join him. And when he was there, he looked at the city. The city was full with idol worship. And in his heart, he was pricked, he was disturbed. Because he went around the city and he saw altars that he stood on top of it. He told them that in all things you are religious. These people, you are too religious, you are too superstitious. In everything you are religious. You have erected an altar to the unknown God. You worship what you don't know. And today is the same thing. People outside, even within us, we have erected an altar. In our heart, if we don't erect the altar physically, like those people, those idol worshippers in Thessalonica, 1 Thessalonians, in Acts chapter 17, if we do not erect a physical altar like them, we also, some of us, and even people outside, they have an altar within their heart. In their heart, there's an altar in their heart. And that altar in their heart, what is written in that altar is to the unknown God. That's what Jesus Christ told that Samaritan woman, that you worship what you don't know. Abi? Because in their heart, in these people in Acts chapter 17, they had an altar, physical altar, where they erected it to the unknown God. And Paul was telling them that I will come to show you the true God, isn't it? I will come to show you the true God. And when we come down to that woman in the well, in the Samaritan well, that met Jesus, Jesus Christ told her that you are going to church, she's religious, but she's worshiping what she don't know. Many people are out there worshiping what they don't know. Just like what he was putting to the massive ignorance, they are there. They are worshiping what they don't know. And most of them seriously has been praying for God to help them sincerely. But if we don't go out, God cannot do any magic. He still will go out seriously, because we need to. We don't need to linger it again, because we are already many, and we need them to be filled. We need people to come. We need us to go forward, because all the jokes have been broken. All the costs, like something's about to happen. But before all this, we just have to remove hindrances. Maybe remove malice, bitterness, wickedness, anger, whatever. Because we have to, before we go out, we have to keep ourselves before that first. Before we go. That's why we used to say that our character is very important, because most times people that we preach to, most times they don't even want to even hear you teach. They just want to see your character. Like, how is your character? Even the place we are staying, how do we even behave? Because of our character, we can't even preach to people in our yard, because when you preach to them, they will say, you can. So you see, because our character speaks more than, it speaks louder than our voice. Character speaks more than our voice. Even though people don't even need to even hear you talk too much or speak too much, just your character already shows. But if your character is not balanced in the word of God, then we just go out and maybe if two people speak to you anyhow there, you flare up and they say, because I remember when I was in school, when I was in school, and the lecturer told us one thing, that if you don't want to pass, in fact, if you want to sleep in this school for years and maybe give birth to your children and your children in the same department, in the same course, let your phone just ring when he's teaching. Even though you have the most dullest brain, you can never remember. Even if your brain, you don't remember, you can't even remember your name. I bet you that the time you're entering that man class, you must remember to switch your phone off. Like, I say, if you like, be the most dullest person that you can't even remember your name, but as long as you're entering that man class, you will remember. Nobody even need to tell you. You will remember, because if your phone is taking you in this class, that is the end. How much more God? Because we see that we're still implementing some order, and we see that it's very good, because God we are not seeing in the eyes. We need to also give him respect. Irrespective of God does not immediately destroy somebody when you do those things. Because teaching is going on, maybe our phone is ringing, teaching is going on, or the preaching is going on, we are eating biscuits, and preaching is going on, we eat biscuit, we throw it on the ground. Throw it on the ground inside church. And we see that, and when a new person come here and see those things, you see that is character. When a new person come, maybe we go out now and we bring somebody inside the church now, and the person, because when we went to that last Saturday, we saw the order there. In fact, when I wanted to even strong head with them that, no, I want to sit them at the back, they said, no, here is a school. Because it is school actually. There is order here. I said, wow. I was taught, I just respected myself and go to the front. That is order. And I came there, I saw the order, how they were doing things, and oh, you can't even do anyhow here. So if we bring somebody here now, for example, we go out and do evangelism and we come here, and maybe where the person is coming from, they don't do those things, and we say that we are preaching the truth, which they expect us to even know more than even them. And when they come and they are preaching, 2 or 4 people's phone is ringing, or we are eating biscuit at the back, or maybe we step out to that. You know, even in some places, when you enter church, you can't even go out again. In some churches like that. In any book, there's one church that I went that really say what the tapes say. I see that, in fact, I don't think anybody have order more than those people. Those say what the tapes say, those Brahamites. Once you enter church, you can't go out. You can't go out. Please, unless you can't go out. And people, once they enter church, they feel heavy at the outside when you enter. And God is blessing them in any good day. In fact, money is not problem. Even when I was going there, I was going there because of money. From when I go there, I go there to see that so that they will help me. And the money is no problem. Every Sunday in the city, the pastor says, we're going to the elder. And I love that elder that time. He don't need to talk too much. So he can give my package. He just give me a carry and go. In fact, he said money is not even problem. In fact, somebody, once they just talk, how much, you see people will rate 10 million, 5 million, money is no problem. I will say, in this say what the tapes say, orderliness, character matter inside church. Orderliness. In fact, it matters because even when those children are reason get to see God, God told them that you cannot just come to see me anyhow. You wash your clothes, even your inner wear. There should not even be dirty for you because God is the God of orderliness. You cannot just come anyhow. Today we'll just come anyhow, like we'll wear slippers, we'll wear, we'll just anyhow. So we see how if the house is in order, you will see blessing, and I bet you. One thing that elder preached one Friday, one Thursday, in fact I cannot forget. He was reading Deuteronomy 28. He was reading how this blessing, how the blessings of God, like how to receive the blessings of God. Everything he was reading, I was like, wow. Because I've never even, he said that most of the things that we are doing here, most of our problems come from us, and it's true. Most of our problem is we use our hand and be doing it. I'm telling you. Most of our problems, we are the one using our hand and be doing it. Even God himself is tired. Even if I was God, I wouldn't get tired because I don't know where to start from. Our own hand, we are doing ourselves with our own hand. How are we doing ourselves with our own hand? The way we behave. Because now that, why am I saying all these things? Because people are coming. People are coming. That one is certain already. Once we go out now, people are already coming. So as they are coming, so that, because we must first of all be together in the house, we must first of all talk to ourselves before we need to come. So that when they come, they will see the order of God, not our own order, not mighty order, but that code of conduct or order, book of order, no. Because it will be religious. So I think I will stop here. It is 9:30 sharp already. So I don't know whether anybody have any question on that our brother just preached. Anybody have any question? So no question.
I just want to know. That day you said people will receive 100 to 30. Is it the reward or is it reward somebody will have?
Okay, 100 for 64. That means it means that as just like we have the fivefold now, we have pastors. Two people can be pastors, two people can be apostles. But you see that an apostle can have more ministry, like can go more far. Okay, let us use these apostles of Jesus Christ. We look at James. You know that even before the church started, or can I say after they received the Pentecost, I think James was the first apostle that Herod killed. Did he even bring any soul? He did not even preach, but does that make him, is he no longer an apostle because they killed him? He's still an apostle, isn't he? But they killed him. You understand? But we look at Paul. Paul said he labored more than others. That means he has 100-fold ministry. Some people, the other one, what is his name? Bartholomew, nobody hear about them. Even in Matthias, nobody hear about them. But there's some certain people that we keep hearing about them in the scripture. Peter, Paul, and the rest of them. You see them, so that is how it is. So that's why they say everybody is given a measure of grace in the ministry. Like me, I can be a pastor, or I can be an evangelist. I've not even been, so it doesn't stop. I don't really understand. So everybody has his own measure. Paul had his own greater measure than Peter. He labored very well, more than them. And they will still receive the same prize. God will not say, see more crown. No, it's the same. Because it's the one that is giving the amount of grace. That's why everybody will not preach in the church. Your own grace can be perhaps given if you have the money. Your own grace may be given the church, supplying to the church. In evangelism, you are supplying. If church needs anything, you buy. That is your own ministry. God will reward you the same way He's rewarding the apostle. The same way. Your own gift or your own grace or your own ministry may just be praying for others. That is all. Your own ministry may just be cleaning church. This church, this cleaning church, this church issue to clean. It may just be your own ministry only. Your own ministry may be evangelism, go and teach only. If you try to do another ministry, you will see that it will be very difficult for you to do that because that is not your own part. That's why everybody needs to pray that you are praying that never don't show your own ministry so that you just keen to be that place and you'll be blessed in that your ministry there. So thank you.